Right now we are standing at the no man's land. We are standing at Dhanushkodi, which is the southernmost tip of India. Here we can see towards our left the Bay of Bengal, and towards our right is the Indian Ocean. The very aspect which differentiates the Bay of Bengal with the Indian Ocean is that Bay of Bengal is silent, and the Indian Ocean you can clearly identify by the roaring waves which hit the shore. So this is the place, and this is the national emblem of India, which is called as Ashok Stambh. There is an interesting story which goes in Ramayana. When goddess Sita was abducted by demon king Ravan, he took her from the aerial route to Sri Lanka, the modern Sri Lanka, and when 5,000 years back, Rama's army, one of the search party which went in to search goddess Sita towards the side, they could not go ahead because there was a huge sea in front of them, and the sea which is mentioned in the scripture 5,000 years back is the same sea. And we are certainly one of the most fortunate people who have come to this place, because we can see the exact location from where those people, in fact army of monkeys, would have marched all the way to Sri Lanka through a man-made bridge, which is also called as Nalla Bridge or Rama Setu. So the place from where the Rama Setu starts is right here. This is the southernmost tip of India. It's just like tail of a rat. If you see the map of India and put Dhanushkodi on the Google map, you will be able to see the amazing geographical landscape of Dhanushkodi. Even now there is a group of 21 islands which are broken in bits and pieces, which go all the way from Dhanushkodi to Sri Lanka. Indian side, it ends at Dhanushkodi, and towards the Sri Lankan side it connects to Talaimannar. This is the most pristine Indian territory, and it's 7 o'clock in the morning. we will take on an adventurous journey to the bridge till where we can go inside the sea. This bridge was built by army of Sri Rama, and Nal and Neel were the pioneers of this amazing man-made bridge. Sri Lanka is just 18 kilometers from here, and there is shallow water you can see, and the sand which is there on the confluence of Bay of Bengal and Indian Ocean. So it's just like a delta formation inside. We are walking all the way as much as we can on this Adams Bridge. Bolo Jai Shri Ram. Jai Shri Ram. We are standing on the Dhanushkodi Delta. This is a delta which is 18 kilometers away from that side of Sri Lanka and the southernmost tip of India, all the way from Dhanushkodi. We are walking on this delta, and we are stepping our foot on the Adams Bridge, which is a bridge known since antiquity and time immemorial, and is a famous man-made bridge which was built by Mannar Sena of Sri Ram in their pursuit of finding goddess Sita all the way till Sri Lanka. When we see the geographical map of India on the Google map, if we type Dhanushkodi, it will appear like tail of a rat on the map. And in reality also, when we have walked across this delta, we can find the southernmost tip as shown on the map, exactly like this, tail of the rat. We are standing at the confluence which is called as Sangam. Bay of Bengal on my right side, Indian Ocean on my left side. This is the beauty and miracle of Mother Nature, which can be felt only after coming here. You can easily see, I just have to gaze towards my left and I see waves which are coming, and it's slightly turbulent in comparison to my right side, which is very peaceful. This is the confluence at Dhanushkodi, the southernmost tip of India, and this is the last land on which we can stand. And it is quite deep inside. So it is advised, if you don't know how to swim, please do not come to this far. A beautiful morning, and the divinity can be felt in every zone and dimension of this ecosystem, which is beautifully crafted by the creator of earth. There is an amazing Hindi poem which is written by a very famous poet Ramdhari Singh Dinkar. 3 दिवस तक पंथ मांगते रघुपति सिंधु किनारे, बैठे पढ़ते रहे छंद अनुनय के प्यारे प्यारे। उत्तर में जब एक नाद भी उठा नहीं सागर से, आग पौरुष की धधक उठी आग राम के शर से। Modesty is always the first resort and strength is the last resort. Prabhu Sri Ram used it beautifully in an aligned way and instructing us and guiding us a pathway to lead our life in the time of adversities, contradictions and difficulties. Sri Rama to develop a bridge by the help of the engineers and chief architects in his army, Nal and Neel, who built the bridge all the way from this place to Sri Lanka using these connecting islands as the pillars of the bridge 5,000 years back. And they constructed a 21-kilometer long bridge, which was considered to be a myth quite for some time, till it was established by an image of NASA that yes, there is some bridge which is there from this region to Sri Lanka, which is right now submerged in the water. Have been mentions in 13th and 14th century, there was an access and people could go from certain places inside the stretch of 20 to 21 kilometers. We can see the Rama Setu, which is called as Adam's Bridge. And this is one of the most mesmerizing trips of my life. And this is the last land of India.
that island. . 。  . 。 . 。 . 。 . . . . . . . . . 。 . 。 . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . 。 . . . 。 . . 。 . . . . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 .
We are at Dhanushkodi and it is an old church which used to be in its full glory till 1964. Before 1964 there used to be a settlement of around 2,000 to 3,000 people at this place in Dhanushkodi. Exactly what happened in 1964 was a wave of tsunami which completely wiped out this town. Unfortunately, on that day there was also a train which was coming all the way from the Indian hinterland across the Pamban bridge to Dhanushkodi, and it was wiped away along with its 24 bogies which was carrying passengers in 1964. After that, trains do not operate to Dhanushkodi. Now in 2019 there is an establishment of around 200 and 250 fishermen who stay here. After 6 p.m. nobody is allowed to stay here. It's often referred to as ghost town of Rameswaram. There are some small shops which sell beautiful shells and handicraft stuff. This is the church in ruins, delicately balanced on the remnants of the old church. Tourists do come to see this place when they travel 20 kilometers ahead of Rameswaram, all the way to Dhanushkodi. There used to be an old post office as well here. We'll try to locate it. And that's the Indian Ocean. These are the small hutments of fishermen who reside here. Yes, it is a tourist hotspot because of the mystery.
Rama Setu